welcome back to Torchlit Tavern. I am your cake of beef today, because we're going to be shouting out some dope-ass fans.
How dare
We are a real play Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition podcast. We focus on storytelling and torturing our players and building on their story and forcing them to grow violently. To my left, being forced to grow violently.
Every single year of my life, it feels like.
You're real tall. I believe it.
Yeah, dude, it sucks. I am the beefcake, hoisted by my own petard, by our lovely, lovely listeners who have somehow found new ways to troll me every week. It's Randall, back again, playing the good boy, Dylan. I know this because a fan wrote an entire essay arguing for it.
Fans pulling double duty this month. They need to chill.
It's amazing. And I'm so excited to get back into this. And to my left.
Hey, it's Ryan, and I play someone who does not grow at all because he's a halfling. And his name is Roy, and he's a rogue warlock, and he stab, and he Eldritch Blast. And to my left.
Once again, it's your favored son, Jeff, returning as, of course, the gentleman, the skeleton, Mr. Grimm. I don't know where my hat-doffing hat went, so...
Oh, motherfucker. We gotta stop everything.
I found it. I found my hat-doffing hat.
Oh, good. Hey, guys, last time I said that this might be the last tavern keeping, but y'all saved the tavern, so I guess we gotta clean it again.
Damn it.
You know what? Might as well clean up this...
Alright, you guys take care of the tavern keeping. I'll be outside standing guard.
Good job.
Sauce them, motherfuckers.
Alright. Let's get into cleaning this tavern up a little bit. Let's start off with, of course, the same thing I start off with every other week now, which is we really want to just thank you. Thank you all for being here, for listening, for spending your time, for coming out and being a part of this wonderful experience.
Mistake. Oh, yeah, experience. That's the word.
Yeah, mistaken experience that we're having together. We really appreciate it, and we hope to keep entertaining you in some way, shape, or form into the future. And secondly, before I even get into all of the
nitty-gritty.
You know,
the real nitty-gritty.
Let's not even tell them how to do that. Let's let them figure it out because they're behind the 8 ball anyway. We got to talk about these people who are setting good examples for how you could reach out to us.
So, you know what? I've told you guys repeatedly how you could get a hold of us, and some of you actually really listened, and beyond listening, you went above and beyond for us. We got such a wonderful response from our fans this holiday season that we gotta share it. Of course, we've got Jay getting some gifts. Jay, let me throw to you.
I got a t-shirt. It says Cake of Beef. If you're not familiar with our show, this isn't going to make any sense if this is your first episode. But Randall drives me absolutely insane by always making a different version of what I introduce myself as. And a long time ago, I bought him a shirt that says Beefcake as a present that he posts on his Twitter, and some of our fans saw those two things, conflated them, and made me a Cake of Beef shirt to sort of get back at Randall. And I love it so much.
It's fantastic.
Amazing.
He's wearing it as we speak.
I am wearing it right now, staring at it.
As Randall is also
right now.
wearing his beefcake shirt. It's almost like we planned it. It couldn't be more perfect.
We are a visual medium.
Yeah, absolutely.
Clearly.
Definitely a visual medium. As well as we got some other gifts, some wonderful gifts. We got some coasters, and I'm just gonna throw to the boys here. Tell us about these coasters.
We got some wonderful, wonderful wood-burnt coasters from our good friend Avan. Thank you for being a fan of the podcast.
Oh God,
Thank you for the ridiculous craftsmanship that went into these because they are dope as hell.
Yeah.
They're so cool. They're super dope. Love them. Love
got
the
our emblem
love
on them. They're oh man.
And it's all like anime style emblem too.
Yeah.
Like it's so cool.
Yeah, and
I love it.
On the back it says Druid Craft Designs. Maybe you should check out that Twitter.
Yeah, her shop
her
just
designs.
went live for us, which means this is going to be a few weeks down the line. So get on it because you're behind.
Someone beat me to the punch
Right.
on buying the Starry Night dice box.
Foolish.
Oh man, yeah. She's had some things that I've had my eye on, and I need to
There's
get on
some
that
good
shit.
stuff there. Y'all
That
should
is
give it a check.
At Druid Craft Design on Twitter, no E. in design.
No E in design. Like I say, give her a check. She's been super nice to us, and we really appreciate her kindness and her consideration during this holiday season. We also got another thing that was just absolutely flabbergasting. Was we got these super sick mugs, and if you follow us on those social medias already, you've probably seen us with both of these things. But when you throw to the boys,
it's like they planned them together because it's a coaster and a mug. This fucking wooden mug, once again with our emblem on it and our names. Each one is monogrammed. Fuck.
With
oh my
our
god.
names on them. It's amazing. All right, boys, who are we giving credit for this?
That's Juliet on Twitter. Hit us up with those. Her is at HRH Juliet. And god fucking damn it, did this... oh god, these mugs. I'm speechless. I'll be honest, man.
They're great. They're huge. They're made out of wood. I drank mead out of it. It's very on brand.
I officially need to get some mead to drink out of my mug. That's what I've learned.
It is the first cup in a long time that doesn't feel small in my hands. Like, it is a real thing.
they are girthy.
So, in light of these new accoutrements, I have decided that I really need to push forward on plans to potentially reopen our Twitch. So if you're listening, keep your eyes peeled for that. We may be doing a Twitch stream here in the near future because I gotta show off these cool things that people got me.
Yeah. I might play a character.
Yeah, and I might be running this bitch. And by might be, I mean like I'm gonna be running this bitch. So
we're gonna let him DM. It's gonna be fucking. Anyway,
it's gonna be exciting. But yes, of course, we're so thankful to these great patrons of ours, these amazing people and fans for giving us actual Christmas gifts. Like, fuck. Did not see that coming, I'll tell you what.
Wild.
Not in the slightest.
That is validating.
We don't deserve those. Come on.
Yeah, no. I'll tell you what. Coal was what I deserved. I know that fucking much. So.
Bro, real talk. I know this podcast. How do we not have, like, bags of coal?
Good question. This is a good question. But yeah, we really appreciate you. We really do. So I cannot give you enough thanks. It was super cool. It was probably one of the coolest gifts I'd gotten, and that's saying a lot because I got some fucking badass things. But of course, if you wish to be among those to share with us in speech and text and all of the things that we could do over the internet, all you have to do, I'm going to make it short and sweet, just put into the Google the Torchlit Tavern, 2 words, and it'll give you the Twitter, the Facebook, the Instagram, all of that shit. It'll all be there for you.
Yes, at Torchlit Tavern on all the things. Hashtags too.
Hashtag Torchlit Tavern, or if you're feeling a little nasty, hashtag TittyCast. That's TTCast. But now that that's been said, let's crack into this. Where are we at, Jay?
So last time on Torchlit Tavern, our heroes scrambled to find a way to de-escalate the growing situation with the Palace Guard and the Tinderbox. As it had been declared a place of rebellion by the Regent, and the captain of the Palace Guard, Brandon, was bent on burning it down. While attempting to bluff their way out of the situation, Mr. Grimm's wild magic summoned a being of law known as a Modrum, forcing him to leave out the back with it and fleeing with the Tinderbox patrons. Through guile, magic, and the aid of the old mages traveling with them, they eventually convinced Brandon to leave the area, but not before he commanded the fire be lit, leaving Roy and Dylan, disguised as the paladins Krieg and Sobobos, standing with an agitated crowd while the Palace Guard doused the Tinderbox with oil and began the process of starting a fire in a rainstorm. But despite their claims that the Tinderbox was, quote-unquote, just wooden bricks, they found themselves unable to meekly accept its destruction. As Roy used his whip to grab and deflect the thrown torch, and they began leading both the bar patrons and the nearby Church of Vespera into a tiny rebellion. After defeating the Palace Guard, they reconvened in the Church of Vespera, where they attempted to plan what comes next, contacting the Flea Street children again to use as messengers, only to hear that one had run into trouble as she came running across the rain-soaked streets toward the church, being chased by a tremendous rat. And that's where we leave off, because you guys are going to need to roll initiative.
Hey.
All right, let's do this
You know what,
initiative
for
roll.
today's game, I'm gonna use. I'd hardly use these. I'm gonna use the dice that Strana gave me for our Secret Santa one year. I'm using the Fey die, the little sparkly ones.
19.
21.
I can't use these dice.
Oh, I need to,
Mitch must have touched them
need
at
to
some
add
point.
initiative. That is 23.
God damn it, Mitch! I rolled a 4. plus 8, but
Always here in spirit.
Yay!
All right, and then we've
bastard.
got a rat with a 10, and then we've got Wendy running faster than Dylan with her 14.
listen, I'm offended.
It's okay. You're in the middle of a conversation, and then kids.
There's a
So
lot
guys, so that's initiative. We're starting off with Roy. The scene, as I stated before, is she's about 11 years old. She's running across the open courtyard that's in front of the Church of Vespera, and she's just flat out running toward the church, and behind her is a very large rat, and it's definitely getting. What do? You're about, let's say 50 feet away.
Cool, I'm gonna dash straight at her, and then when I get close enough, I'm gonna use Catch This to switch places with her.
Nice.
Very
Okay.
nice.
What's the range on catch this? 15 feet?
Yes.
You can do that.
Brad.
That is just because you move 35, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's just it. Do it.
I do that. That is an 18 to hit.
Okay. She winces a bit because it's a whip, but
Yeah.
she ends up behind you, a little confused, and you are right there. There's a rat about 15 feet in front of you now. You have a bonus action. What would you like to do?
I have a cunning action to dash. We'll see if it'll chase me instead, and I'll fucking take off in a 90-degree angle to the other
See
direction.
if you can,
Okay,
see
how
if you
far?
can Bait it. Yeah.
The full 35 feet of movement, or just like half of it?
Half.
Okay. All right. You see that, and now she's only about 35. She's 35 feet away from you, Grimm, and it's your turn.
I'm gonna take off my hat and pull out the bow and request arrows. Let's see if anybody can provide those to me.
Let me check my inventory.
You turn to Mary and you say it.
Does anyone have arrows? Stupid fucking giant.
I got crossbow bolts.
Let me go check our confiscation cart. And she fucking runs into a little side room that's just off the main door and disappears.
They
It
might
might be a
actually
moment
have
before you get
arrows
them.
from me in there.
You might. They've confiscated a few things from you over the years.
They've
Over the
taken
months.
a lot of my shit. That's where all my money went.
Grim, that doesn't need to be your full turn.
Okay.
Like, good,
Yeah,
but she
and
went off
then-
to go see if she can find your arrows.
Right. Then I'm gonna quickly take the cane, bring it up to unsheath the sword, bring it up to my face, dispatch them, and then send it out to go attack this thing.
That goes about 30 feet.
Yes, I believe.
Okay, then it won't quite reach it.
Yes.
Okay.
I'll start heading toward it if necessary.
Fucking Wendy just runs. She makes it. She's small but quick. She makes it right up in front of Dylan and Grimm, and then uses her dash action to move into the building. So she's safely in the church. As this rat comes forward further, Dylan, it's your turn.
I go to meet it, drawing my sword and my shield out.
Okay. You.
And bonus action, I'll do my insight thing versus its deception.
Okay.
I don't want this thing to be alive too long. 24 insight.
It's a rat.
But is it a deceptive?
It's a very big rat. It's got. Is it what? It's a charisma check, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got a -3. Fuck off.
20 to hit.
Let me see if this rat crits. Fuck that. Always want to get. No. Okay. It's like I said. If you only move 30 feet, you're gonna be 5 feet short unless you move forward more.
Oh.
You can prepare your action to attack.
Oh, I thought it moved forward closer. That's why.
It wasn't its turn. That was narrative, not reality. Like rules.
Got it. Then I'll hold my action to attack it when it gets closer. Basically, if it doesn't follow Roy, it's gonna meet me.
Works. As Wendy crosses your path, she does yell, "There's more than one!" And as she says that, and you prepare, from the alley come about 8 more of these large rats. And you guys fought giant scrups before, to give you an idea of what you're dealing with. Giant scrups came up to, like, they were maybe Roy-sized, almost. These are twice as big as Roy. These are as big as Dylan is. These are very big rats. Because, you know, I like to do my campaigns in reverse, where you fight the rats at the end of the campaign.
Dylan exterior, calm, confident, like image of leadership. Inside, why?
And the main rat, the first rat, tries to just tackle Dylan. Dylan, go ahead and roll me your attack as it comes to meet you.
21 to hit.
Okay, that's gonna hit it.
Okay, that's 23 points of damage.
Nice.
20 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
That's 10 points of damage on the second attack.
Okay, you skewer it. It looks just enraged by being stabbed through, and it goes for your throat. Teeth on your neck, and you stab it again through the side of the head, and you can feel the teeth biting into your neck, but they don't break the skin because you've killed it just in time to stop a critical hit. Roy, from the alleyway 30 feet in front of you, 7 more rats come, and half of them run at you. The other half are running at Dylan.
Route it back.
Roy, you immediately have 3 rats that jump at you. It's going to be 1 hit, 2 hits. No, 1 hit. So you nimbly dodge 2 of them, but the third one catches you, collides with you bodily, and it does 7 damage.
Okay.
We get 2 attacks. Sorry. Yep. Same one attacks you twice. That one's going to do another 11 damage.
Okay.
That makes it your turn.
Okay, I'm going to circle back to Dylan. And at this point...
Do you take a disengage action?
You can bonus that.
No.
Okay.
Oh.
You got 3 attacks of opportunity coming your way. Go ahead. It's going to be 1 more hit.
Okay.
It's going to be another 11 damage.
Okay.
Nips at your ankle as you try to get away. These things are a lot bigger than you expected when you ran out there.
I
As you got
imagine they're
close, you
bigger than
realize
me.
They are the size of Dylan. They are a medium-sized creature, and you are small.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna run back to Dylan, and then as I get to him, I'm gonna turn on my heel, and I'm going to outstretch my palm and release a cone of cold.
Yes.
Ooh. And I'm going to try and hit as many that I can.
Okay, you can circle back to Dylan and catch the ones that are directly in front of Dylan, or you can hit the ones that went sideways to you. You won't be able to get both. Which group are you hitting?
I'll hit the ones that are coming to Dylan, I guess.
Okay, that's the bigger group anyway. It's got 4 of them.
Okay, good. That is a con save 18.
Only 1 saves.
What I really love about that is, like, the flavor is that we're fighting in, like, a rainstorm, so the cone of cold will just freeze rain droplets in the air and have them come crashing down.
Oh yes. Yeah. I'm gonna probably warn Grimm that the rain is such that ranged attacks might have trouble.
That's a bitch.
It's there's a lot of rain, and if you fire at anything more than like 20 feet away, you're gonna have disadvantage.
Alright, a blast of cold air erupts from my hands. Each creature in a 60-foot cone must make a Constitution saving throw. They take 8d8 cold damage. On a failed save.
Got it.
Or half as much on a successful one.
Got it. Only one of them succeeded, so give me some damage.
Yeah,
You're so pretty. I love having casters to back me up. It's so great.
That is pretty nice.
40 damage.
You're also gonna one
And
of
if
them
any
is
of them
alive.
die, they are frozen now.
So yeah, you kill 3. Fucking way to go, Roy. Little Ratsicles, one's half frozen. That's gonna make it Grimm's turn. Grimm, at the beginning of your turn, when Mary comes running out of the side room with a quiver, and it's got 6 arrows in it. It's not a lot, but I think they're magic.
Perfect. Thank you.
These are +1 arrows.
Cool. +2 arrows. Hold on while I equip those.
Holy sh!
+1 arrows.
+1 arrows. Well,
Yeah. Pulling a fast one on me. See you.
my bad.
So, what do you do, Grimm?
So, is that +2 to attack and damage like anything else?
It's +1 to attack and damage, yeah.
Yeah, sorry, +1 to attack and damage. My brain just keeps wanting it to be +2. I don't know what to tell you.
One more time, and it's gonna be canon. I swear to God.
You know what, Jay? You should just bow away.
Hey, I told you that they're +2 arrows. You need to stop pushing.
So I'm gonna move forward my 30 feet.
This is beautiful.
How close are they after I move forward?
Well, they're only like 10 feet in front of you if you move forward 30. You don't have to move forward a lot to get within 20-foot range.
Okay.
The ones that moved away from Roy, you'd have to move your full speed probably, just because of math.
I'll just move forward the 30 feet and take a shot at the one that looks healthiest.
Okay, there's a group of 3 that attacked Roy that are fully untouched.
Cool. 25?
Oh, that's a hit.
Oh, sorry, 26. What is it, +2?
That's a hit.
It's +2. It's 27.
I told you, it's fucking +2. God.
I'm confused.
And then that's...
+3 arrows. Okay, you have 6 of them. Jesus.
Oh my God.
How many times do I have to repeat
brain
myself?
My brain's actually shut down.
So, if they're +2 arrows, that is 14 damage.
Oh
I'll say
God.
I'll give you +2 arrows. It's fine.
I hate you guys so much.
How much damage?
Confusing.
That's 14 damage.
How much
plus
damage?
the poison, which I don't know. There's no save given in the description here. So do they just automatically take 2d6 of poison too?
Yes.
Yeah, no, that's just a carrier.
That's
bud.
just a
It's
carrier.
really
That's
good.
like fire damage, man.
Okay, so then 9 more. So 20. I don't know, what is that?
Damn.
3. 23.
23.
Okay.
Yeah.
That
Oh
makes
shit.
all right. That makes it. Wendy's already made it into the church. Dylan, it's your turn. There is a half-frozen rat directly in front of you, and 3 others a little bit to your left.
What's the nearest grouping?
The grouping is to your left. There's 3 of them. He just shot one of them.
Is the one that I did my insight on dead? That's actually.
It was 1 in 4
yeah,
chance.
I killed it because.
Oh yeah, no, that
Yeah,
was the
you
first one.
killed
That
it.
one tackled you. You throw its
Yeah.
body off you and move on.
I'm gonna look at the grouping, and I'm gonna try and do my insight thing as a bonus action.
Sure.
That's. What is that? 26.
That rat rolled a 4. Yay! And so that's a total of 0 for its charisma check.
Then I'll step up to the group and coat static in green flames and attack with the green flame blade.
Okay, do it. Do you hit the one that's already been hit by Grimm, or a different one?
Whichever one I incited.
I'll give that to a different one.
Okay. That's 19 to hit.
We're gonna call these Blackie, Whitey, Spotted, and Frozen.
Gesundheit.
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 Yes, I had forgotten to mute.
And Gesundheit. It's alright.
Let's see.
Sorry, we have a special guest on this episode.
Whitey has been shot.
I've been shot.
You're about to stab Spotted with your green flame blade.
Well, let me roll all these dice. 33 points of damage on that one. And the flames will jump to another rat within 5 feet of it.
You want it to hit the wounded one or the unwounded one?
Let's go for wounded.
Okay.
Clean up. And that will deal 10 points of damage to that one.
That so the one you hit looks awful, and the one that you lit on fire is finished. It scorches over just like the rat in Princess Bride.
Yeah, nuns. I went through an anime training montage while I was gone.
ROUSs, I'm starting to think they exist. So Dylan, one of them is going to try to dash past you at Grimm. Another one comes to meet you. Do you want to take your attack of opportunity? Do you have a reaction?
Yeah, I have a reaction, so I'll take my attack of opportunity on the one dashing past me. Is the one dashing past me the one I had attacked? The one that had insight on it?
No,
just
that
matters
one's
for
fighting you.
Okay, so let me roll for attacking the one that's trying to get. I crit.
Okay, tell me how much damage you do. You may be once again stopping a critical hit for the second time in one fight.
Take 13 points of damage on
Okay.
that one.
All right, so
Wait,
Mr.
wait.
Grimm, that one was a horrible miss. The other was a critical hit. You are going to take a total of 15 bite damages. This one comes and tries to gnaw on your little bony leg.
Sorry, man. I tried.
Clyde's Indian bites more like your hip. Dylan, you have an armor class. This one actually does hit with its second attack. Dylan, you lucked out. It rolled 2 1s, so you're only going to take 6.
You know, honestly, I'm just more upset I couldn't stop that crit on Grimm.
The frozen one limps away slowly, in the opposite direction.
All right, we're in cleanup time.
That's going to be Roy.
How many are there?
3 left. There's a half-frozen one in retreat. Spotted and Whitey are still fighting.
I will head back towards Jeff, and which I should be able to make it him, right?
Yeah, no, you guys are pretty... Actually, you guys are kind of in a little group at the moment.
Okay, good.
We're really good lately about tightening up our spread.
It's weird that your strategy's, like, completely ironed out at the loss of Bruce, who was always bitching about strategy.
He always made us self-conscious.
I guess. Overthought it.
Too many cooks.
Too many cooks. Too many cooks. God damn it.
I know, all over again. I'm gonna go run straight at the nearest one to me, and I'm gonna poke it in the butt with Canton's rapier.
Canton would be proud.
That is a 17 to hit.
That's a hit.
Cool.
I'm actually like really proud of how efficient we're being right now. This is kind of incredible.
I'm proud of these rats for actually doing a little damage to you. Like, honestly, I roll well with the dumbest things.
That's 8 damage, and I've also cast Booming Blade, so he probably shouldn't move.
Oh, doesn't Booming Blade do extra damage?
Only if it moves.
Only if it moves.
No, I think you do damage when you hit it, and damage
And
when
then if it moves. Yeah.
No, you give him 2d8 thunder damage. I know this because I have Booming Blade also.
I mean, shit, I'll take it.
It's when it
I'll look
increases.
it up.
In the base you don't, but it increases as you level up, and we're past the 11th level point, which is 2d8.
You brandish your weapon used in the spell's casting and make a melee attack with it against one creature within 5 feet of you. On a hit, the target suffers the weapon attack's normal effects and then becomes sheathed in booming energy. Until the start of your next turn, if the target willingly moves, it takes the thunder damage.
Now look down a little more.
At higher levels, the melee attack deals an extra 1d8 thunder damage to the target on a hit. You're right. Way to go.
It's 2d8.
And the damage. So
better.
yeah, because you are higher level, it does things. That's cool. I never noticed that.
Cantrip scale, and that's why I knew that.
Well, that one also scales weird. It adds a little thing, which is cool.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
So you're doing, because you're a fucking 11th level character, you get 2d8 and 3d8 if it moves. Holy shit.
So that
that's
is
dope.
15 damage to said rat.
Okay, well, in that case, no, he doesn't quite die. Not quite. But he don't look good. He go boom boom. It looks like you're. When was the last time you did Booming Blade? You didn't expect this.
Oh wait,
It's been a while.
didn't you get sneak attack actually?
Help him out.
I mean, technically,
there's things he do that he's forgotten that he can do.
It's within 5 feet of Grimm and you, so you get sneak
yeah,
attack.
and I did fully say I'm gonna poke him in the butt. So I mean,
Tell
it's
them how to
behind
play
him,
their
really.
fucking characters, bud.
So
He dies.
do you want to just? Yeah, I was gonna say. Do you want to just say he dies? Do I have to roll that?
fucking Roy turns around and stabs this thing with Booming Blade, and he stabs
and
it,
his ass
and he's like,
explodes.
and then he does the thing where where you're trying to get a machine to work that's not working. He taps the spear or his rapier 2 times on the butt, and then the fucking rat explodes.
You're gonna need to prestidigitate that one, buddy.
We are now covered in viscera, and I apologize.
Grimm, it's your turn. There's one more rat still fighting Dylan. One in retreat.
You gonna let Prey get away?
Of course not. How far away is the one in retreat?
Oh, it's only like you might need to move 5 feet to not incur your disadvantage.
Then I'll move my 5 feet,
Yeah, nothing
and
stops
I
you
hit it
anymore.
with 20 fucking who cares.
Okay.
And then it'll take whatever 5 plus 7 is,
Okay.
plus 5 plus 5.
Is dead. 22 damage.
And then I will also use the dancing rapier to attack the one that's attacking Dylan.
It rolls over and vomits like it ate rat poison. Just a horrible way for anything to die.
Strychnine the arrows.
Yeah. And the one that's attacking Dylan also gets hit.
Dancing blade is beautiful.
Yeah.
And it only takes 6 damage, luckily
Okay.
for it.
Yeah, it's dead.
Okay.
That's a finish. Yeah, that finishes it. All right, so, all right, so yeah, you puts the arrow in it. Last one goes down,
Fuck yeah, buddies.
and from the alleyway, you see a bunch of eyes that are like looking at you. And as you guys are standing in the middle of this courtyard, Grimm, you feel this energy because you're very sensitive to it. You can feel this, that you're being stalked energy, that there are things in the streets now that are hunting.
Well, boys, it appears as though we're not the only hunters out tonight. Quickly, back in the church. And then I start backing towards the church.
Okay.
Don't be last one in.
Do you guys back in or do you turn and walk in?
I back in.
Okay.
Same.
I back in, but as you said that I do see eyes. How far away can I hit him?
You can
How
shoot
far
him with
away
a
is
spell. I'm pretty sure your Eldritch Blast is within range.
I mean, yeah,
like
it's
100 feet or
it's
something,
pretty ridiculous.
right?
At
60
this
feet?
point. Yeah.
How dare you
It-
talk so dirty to him like that and say Eldritch Blast?
Cool. I'm gonna. do I
Okay.
need to roll?
Oh, you go for a scrap.
you want me to?
Rather than roll me an attack roll, roll me an intimidate check.
Okay.
Rather than an attack roll.
Luckily, both were charisma.
Yeah. It's probably not much different.
Oh, and I'm trained in that. That's an 18.
Okay. You fire like 3 blasts just into the fucking dark, and you see a lot of the eyes in that alley scatter. You do see that a few of the eyes in the other alleys don't really move, but they do like blink. And it looks like you've definitely convinced whatever's out there to not charge you guys right now. But you get the same sort of feeling that the streets aren't exactly safe from these beasts. You guys step back into the Church of Vespera. Wendy has pulled out a cart full of stuff, and she's like, "Is there anything here that might help you?" I think I gave you some of the best things, because typically people make a habit of getting their stuff back. That person was evicted forcefully.
Hey, my shoe!
Oh yeah. Hey, Dylan, do you want like 100 daggers that are technically yours?
You know, I actually already replaced that when I, like, open my cloak and there's, like, daggers lining it.
Gotcha. You have a problem.
I have a
Collection.
paranoia.
Grimm puts the bow and the quiver into his hat, and then he puts his hat back on.
She does hand you. I found another quiver, but these look like normal. She hands you another quiver. It's got about 25 arrows in it. Call it the quiver of you have arrows now, because I'm not going to make you track that. You will need to track your firing of the magic arrows. Also,
Got it.
Also, you can try to get those arrows back.
Dylan's actually going to look through, though, because Dylan's down a lot of gear, so you never know. Maybe there's a new helmet or something he could use.
Like I said, there is some stuff in there. If there's like, call it a little bit of a grab bag for if you guys just want a simple weapon or something that's very minorly enchanted. Like, give me a pitch and I might give it to you. But truth be told, it's not like it's a bunch of magic items. But like, if you need an extra sword or a bow or anything like that. I took away a lot of like little consequentials a long time ago in the Wizards Guild, and I don't know if you ever adjusted for them.
I get inside the bag, and I'm crawling around at the bottom of it. How many beads of force do I find?
Oh no, none. Sorry.
Fuck you.
You find one that falls out of your pocket, and you get really excited.
I do get really excited. I thought I had used the last one.
Then I've trapped myself, and you have one. Congratulations. The DM's feeling very generous today.
When I beat the big bad with it.
Don't be mad.
Don't be mad. I will be mad.
Don't tempt me with a good time.
Like I said, if there's something that you feel you need, like arrows was a good thing to kind of just make sure that you can use that bow. Extra daggers, whatever the fuck. A fucking spell focus you could probably find, because that's technically a weapon, and they would take it from somebody if they were smart.
I mean, is there... I think I have a Wand of the War Mage +1. Is there higher than that? And can I get that?
No. At best, you will find another +1.
Is it only weapons, or can I find some potions in there?
They'll give you... They already gave you a bunch. That was like one of the first things they did in one of the last
fair
episodes.
enough. Yes, I see here that I have...
They've been fighting
several...
a minor rebellion and healing up the populace, so they don't have a tremendous amount to give you, but they have given you a bunch already.
For some reason, I have 10 potions of greater healing, so...
Yeah, which I guess you haven't divvied them up yet.
Nope, they're all mine. Thank you.
Remember that he has those.
I'm glad to know that you're the only one here, too.
Jeff is one of the worst people to give things, because he's kind of one of those squirrely little dudes who tucks it into his little hidey hole and forgets he has it.
Yes, I almost pulled out some guns there but I was like, I want to try this bow out.
I'm too busy re-adding bead of force, excuse me.
Guns, just for world view, guns are actually not common in Griffinport. They'd be a curiosity more than a common thing for people to have.
Are there any scrolls? Or how about this?
No.
How about a ring of protection? Is there a ring or anything of protection? That'd be great.
They typically would not take away somebody's defensive items.
Sick. Well,
How about a helm of teleportation?
Hey, the DM's gonna give you like a little like heads up. There is a location that you guys never discussed visiting on the map.
Can I get some arrows of slaying?
I haven't seen the map in a long time.
It's not written on my map, but if you would like me to share you the map of Griffinford, I can.
Can I get a boomerang +1?
Oh my god.
Boomerang. Fucking nuts.
How would like a dark shard amulet?
No.
Oh, that's actually a really cool thing. I like it.
God. Okay.
Can I get
Dark Shard Amulet is a common
It's
item.
a minor common item. Thank you very much.
What is it?
Yeah.
What is it? Tell me what it is. I don't know what it is.
This amulet is fashioned from a single shard. Blah blah blah. No one cares. You can use the amulet as a spellcasting focus for your warlock spells. You can try to cast a cantrip that you don't know. The cantrip must be on the warlock spell list, and you must make a DC 10 intelligence check. If it
Arcana.
Yeah.
I'm
DC
gonna roll
intelligence
this.
Arcana. If the check
I will
succeeds,
roll
you
this
cast a
dice.
spell.
I will roll this dice, and if I get a 19 or 20, you will find a Dark Shard Amulet in the box.
Right.
You find a Dark Shard Amulet in the box. Fuck yeah. Alright. Fucking stupid.
Wow, that was a gamble, and it paid off.
Yeah, what a fun little gamble you did there.
Fucking 10% chance.
What did it actually land on?
19.
Wow, fucking crazy.
Wow, amazing.
Which just means that I should have made it the net. The DM should have not fucking been cocky and just said nat 20. Like he
It
should
means
have
I
done.
should have fucking asked for something more radical, but whatever.
I guess so.
That's what it really means.
Okay. I'm gonna
Can
go
I
ahead
get
and
an
share my-
amulet of health?
Oh my god.
No. I told you, there's no defensive items. Church of Vesper would never deprive you of those things. There's nothing in there for you. You only want defensive and health items. There's absolutely nothing in there for you.
That's not true. Can I get an amulet of planes?
God. I'm gonna go ahead and present the map of Griffinport here, and
Can I get an arcane cannon?
My god.
Jesus Christ.
Is there an apparatus of the crab in there? I just have to know.
Hold on, let me see if I can roll a nat 20. No.
Can I get an astral shard? I really don't even know what this does. I just want it.
Oh my god.
You just like things. I know. It's why you play rogues. I get it. Moving on.
Yes.
Eventually, Mary, she sees you digging through it and tossing stuff, and finally Mary just pushes the cart back into the room. Is like, I don't think you're going to find what you're looking for. And behind you, you guys hear the metal clomp of humongous boots, and a mailed arm clamps down on your shoulder. Dearies,
Yes.
I think it's time for us to part ways. We have things we need to do. And as you turn around, you see that Granlin has gone into a back room and gotten out her old armor that she used to wear in her glory days. You see standing before you an 8-foot-tall old half-giantess paladin bearing the salmon plate mail of her order and carrying the most wicked halberd you've ever seen.
Oh, well, you are prepared, aren't you?
It's been a long time, but yes.
I know that look. From one warrior to another. You missed it, didn't you?
No. No, not at all.
That was convincing.
Dylan doesn't
She's
need
got
to roll
this big
insight.
she's generally a jovial person, but you see this smile on her face that you've never seen on Granlin before. Actually, you might have noticed this smile when she and Bruce had an argument a while back, when she was trying to school Bruce on his behavior, and they were fighting. There's a part in me, Grimm, that will always be giant. And it's finally time that I can let it loose.
Well, that sounds like an interesting, if not entertaining time. But I believe you're right. We should part ways. We have many things to attend to. These compatriots have people and responsibilities, as they've explained to me at least. So, you do what you need to do.
And then I turn to them.
What do we need to do?
Deliver this letter to Granlund.
I grab the letter from you and I turn right back around because she's behind me anyway.
And this like sort of wicked smile gets on her face is like, oh dear, what's this?
By the way, I just imagine that interaction of Dylan constantly trying to, like, hand the letter over, and Grimm wanting to keep talking just keeps moving.
Yeah, Grimm
right
being very verbose and giving his, like, big, like, speech between equals or whatever in the fuck, and then, like...
Dylan's just like, wait, I need
trying to get past his head because he's taller than you.
Well, how are you such a problem?
Especially considering I always imagine Grimm standing pretty much ramrod straight, not moving a lot, and just for some reason he's always moving his head in your way.
Yeah, he's just tilting slightly, like a wind is blowing him in either direction.
That is exactly right. Grimm does always stand ramrod straight.
So Granlund takes the note. Oh dear, what's this? And then she sees that it says from Bruce to Granlund, and her smile kind of changes. Oh.
Grimm takes his hat off his head and he puts it over his chest and he goes,
I'm sorry.
He puts his hat back on, nips his cane up into the crook of his arm, and walks off.
Don't be sorry. You've done nothing wrong. No one has. And she opens the message.
Granlund. Guess I won't be seeing you around. Too bad, really. Just wanted to say that, things worked out pretty good, and you're lucky those boys stepped in. If, Grimm and Bobp hadn't come up, well, I'm sure I would have kicked your ass, so they really saved you a lot of trouble. Don't you forget it, Bruce.
Real talk, I listened to these once and forgot what's in them.
Honestly, I was really hoping that he would have revealed that they fucked once or something, but whatever.
Yeah, I
that's
was
a shame.
really hopeful.
It's close enough for Granlund, who gets this. Her smile comes back, and she's like, "You dumb, big, stupid idiot. I would have wiped the floor with you." And she taps her halberd twice on the ground and starts yelling orders at the Church of Vespera. All right, ladies, move out. We've got work to do.
Wait, is Sandra there?
Actually, you see Sandra is moving kind of toward Granlund because I think she's a little conflicted. She has said that she wants to help what you guys are doing, and you turn around and you see that she's behind Granlund, and she is, Granlund, I don't think that you need my help. I think you have enough of the sisters to help you round up and get everyone moving. I think that they need me. They don't have a healer, and me and Daedalus want to work together to make sure that everything that they're trying to do gets done. We want to be we want to help their team get the job that they need done. This is big, and I want to be a part of it. Granlund kind of looks down at her. Sandra, I could really use your help. You know that you're supposed to take this place over if anything happens to me, right? I know, but that's not happening today. And Granlund looks at her as like, anything could happen today. And then Sandra just sort of looks like she's kind of browbeaten, but Granlund goes, but it's your choice. Go. Sandra kind of looks to you guys and just nods at Granlund, and then Granlund steps away to go get everyone running on her end. What do you guys do? What's next?
Well, boys, we have a little bit of time, if you don't include sleep. A little less if you include sleep. What do you wish to accomplish?
Well, one, I would wish to not sleep, but two, let me get some of those potions, because I need them.
Yes, the healing ones, of course.
And he hands you 3.
Each person?
No, just the one person who asked
Roy?
for them.
Just the one person that asked for them.
Add 3 greater healing potions to your inventory.
I
So
don't
you
know.
don't have to
I
ask
don't
me
know
what
what
they
I
do.
expect anymore.
I fucking elbow Grimm.
I turn to Dylan and I go,
Would you also like some?
Yes, I would particularly like to live longer with a healing potion.
you also get 3.
Oh, thank you. I like the idea that everyone just kind of looked at Grimm and he was like,
Everybody. Daedalus and Sandra are right there, too, just sort of...
Do you two also need healing potions? Because if so, everybody gets less.
They look at each other and they shake their head. No, Grimm. We don't need healing potions.
I
we
didn't think so.
We just...
where's Mullion?
Mullion went on a mission to see if the
From God.
floodwaters had closed off the exit to leave town by foot. I told you that it would probably take him an hour.
Okay.
I am waiting for Mullion to get back because me and Mullion are going after Darius.
Dylan's gonna gather everybody up around probably one of the many tables that litter the area. And so we have a lot we need to get done in a very... Once we get our covers blown, we're gonna have even tighter time frames. So
Preferably, we don't get our cover blown at all tonight.
plan for the worst, hope for the best, improvise. That's what we've always done. We're gonna keep to it. I'm somewhat familiar with the catacombs after our foray into there, and King Stroik apparently enjoys me, thanks in part to Bob's kind words in private. So I think, if anything that I should be doing, I should probably go see if I can get some assistance from them, even if not assisting us with handling the matters, at least assisting us in helping the civilians get to safety. Darius is very important because he's going to be someone that can help unify a lot of different people under one banner to keep them going. But that's something that Roy and Mullion could probably pull off because, I mean, you guys are good at what you guys do. You're very good at breaking people out of places they're not supposed to be locked in.
Sandra and Daedalus is like, so are we going to split up or are we sticking together?
I think we should split up into 2 groups, and I would like to take Daedalus with us. Actually, no. I would like to take Sandra with us, and you guys can have Daedalus because Daedalus is not sneaky.
I was actually gonna suggest I take Daedalus and you take Grimm and Sandra, because Sandra will be great support for you guys, and Grimm, as has been proven, is very good at sneaking into different areas, recon, and his casting would be very useful for you guys, so you guys don't burn yourselves out too quickly.
Yeah, you guys aren't heading into a fight, and we very likely are.
Yeah, we're not heading into a fight, most likely. We're heading into negotiations, and Daedalus looks good, and they like me.
Yeah, as it's going to take some time for Mullion to get back, that gives me time to, get those spell slots back.
So my question is, if you are waiting for Mullion, if you're going to take that time, you can prep however you want. You can also take an hour rest if you'd like it.
Short rest.
Yeah, you can take a short rest.
Yeah.
We can spend hit dice to heal.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you'd like to do that, go ahead and do that while you wait for Mullion. Mullion left only a few minutes ago in comparison to what just went down.
And then I look at Daedalus and give me your armor, you nerd.
Daedalus is like, hey, I was just waiting for you to say
it. I'm kidding. I don't mean to bully you.
No,
we bully you a lot. I'm sorry.
No, Dylan, this is your armor. I took it off your merchant caravan. We already figured it out.
But
you
it
want
looks
it.
good on you. If you
do you want it? And I will let you know that whoever is wearing the corkboard armor someone will try to drown them today. I, as the DM, promise you that whoever is wearing the corkboard armor will not drown.
You know what, Daedalus? I think you look great in corkboard armor.
I'm going to try to drown whoever is wearing it.
So I think I'm going to need a color change on my new armor, and yours probably back. But I think this time I don't want it to be salmon. I think I have a different idea.
Okay, so it's been a while. I'm just going to go ahead and mention the fact that you ordered Mizium plate through your father a long time ago, and apparently Mullion and Daedalus stole it because they needed a new set that was low-key.
Arc 2,
And what does Mizium armor do? Randall?
While you're wearing this armor, any crit against you becomes a normal hit. In addition, when you are subjected to a magical effect that allows you to make a strength or con saving throw to take only half damage, you instead take no damage if you succeed. It is... I originally wanted this armor because I was still very squishy at this point, and I needed help. And now that I've become the tank, it's very, very nice.
Grimm walks over to Daedalus and taps him with the cane. And as right after Daedalus finishes switching armor, and it goes right back to Daedalus's color.
Aww.
He goes, "That's for you. I was the one who changed it in the first place."
Much appreciated, Grimm.
Of course.
And he like gives you like the handshake, the bro shake. He clasps you by your thin forearm.
Yes, I take that. I accept it. I shake back. And then with a twirl and a spin, he spins around and just fucking wraps that into that cane right up against your chest as you get your armor on. And I go, and it doesn't stop. It just, or like, it doesn't like hit you and bounce off. Like, it stays on your chest. And I go, "Pick your color, boy."
They're Gryffindor colors.
And then you change colors.
So it essentially as it's on, it becomes black plate with gold trim and green lining underneath this very dark green, and the small image of a golden griffin on over his heart on the breastplate.
Sandra looks at you and she says, "You know, you looked really good in salmon, but I think you may have finally figured it out."
Yeah, I think so too.
Grimm looks at her and goes, "You want a match?"
No, absolutely not. I love salmon. Also, she throws on her red cloak that she traded with Dylan.
Yeah, you have the dwarven. She has the dwarven cloak. I have her cloak.
Yeah, which is just sort of this very. She likes it because it's that deep red that Damon used to enjoy.
That deep crimson.
It's almost the same color as the dress she wore to dinner.
How far away is the Church of Moors from here if I were to just book it? Is it less than an hour? Because
If you don't want to take an hour rest, yes, you could get there in an hour. You could probably get there and back with very little time.
Yeah, then I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna fucking use some minor illusion to change the way I look at least a little bit. And I'm gonna just run over there.
Okay, so you guys settle in after he changes the color of your armor, gives Daedalus his forearm handshake. He turns to you guys and tell the party what you're up to.
"I'm going to go see if Hornig's at the church. You all want to do things I should at least let him help. And he deserves the heads up."
Agreed.
Understandable.
Are you, I feel like I don't even need to ask this question, but are you good to go alone?
"I'll be fine.
Yeah.
It's just rats out there."
Well,
That we know of.
True enough.
Well, stay safe. Beyond anything else, stay safe. If you gotta run, run.
Yeah, we'll be here.
Of course.
Grimm, as you leave the front, you duck down one of the streets. How do you move through the city? You take any precautions?
I use minor illusion so that I don't look like Grimm. Obviously, like I'll even crouch a little so that I'm not the same height. Do my best to just sort of blend in.
Okay.
And just move through. I'm not going to necessarily move cautiously, but I'm also not going to move into anything that seems too dangerous. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah. Give me a stealth check and a perception check.
Okay, that's a good-ass stealth. Hell yeah. Knocking it out the park right in the beginning. That's a stealth of 27.
Okay.
And a perception of 18.
Okay. So you move through the city streets, Grimm. You look vaguely human, like you like to do, and you're practically a ghost. You're moving like stall to stall, building to building. Sometimes you move to the roofs. It's not the quickest going, but you are certain no one is tracking what you're doing. If occasionally people clock you as you walk down the street, and then you'll just go into like a building and then come out a fucking window in another alleyway. Like you're untrackable as you move through the streets. And as you do it, you sense that you are being followed. Even though you're sure nothing should be able to track you, you do feel this sensation that something is moving with you as you move through the city streets. And you clock these rats every once in a while, and you realize that they are stalking with you. And I say with you because you notice that they don't seem to be hunting you as much as moving where you go, like scavengers following something. Also, you do catch a glimpse of you catch the briefest glimpses of things that aren't just rats. They look humanoid. Sometimes they're small.
I see that you recognize the alpha predator. Well, as long as you don't get in my way.
And I keep moving.
Okay, so you quickly come to the Church of Moors. Its doors are being blasted open by the wind. It doesn't look like it's been locked up properly. Something might have gone wrong here.
Okay, well, let's go in and investigate.
One of the doors is swinging from the winds, and there's a big puddle in the front entryway. The cathedral itself is up high enough that it's not flooding, but incoming rain is causing it to be very damp. As you step in, no candles are lit. It seems to be pretty empty.
I step in and start lighting candles, and even though I don't need to, I just step in. I light a couple candles in the entrance, and
Hornig, anyone in here?
Roll an investigation.
Investigation. That's a 17.
17. Okay, so you light some candles. As you do it, you move deeper in, and eventually you find what looks like some of the inner chambers have been ransacked. It looks like there was some scuffle. You see a little bit of blood. Doesn't look like enough to have killed anyone, but it looks like some sort of riot happened in the Church of Moors. Somebody may have either attacked them or robbed them, you suspect, because you don't see any of the normal... You've been back here when you raised the dead, I believe, with Bobp, right? You spoke to the dead?
Yeah, I was back here with him, but he did it.
When you were here with him, though, and you saw that they had like golden candelabra and some of the stuff that you see in rich churches, and a lot of that seems to be missing.
Okay.
So you suspect that some of the more shady characters took advantage of the lack of guards. As you move deeper in, you hear a voice from the back.
Who goes there?
An old friend.
And from a back room, brandishing a metal table leg, steps Hornig. His cloak looks a little disheveled, and he looks like he's had a rough few weeks.
Grimm.
Had a hard time, have you?
Not so bad as it looks.
What of your flock?
We do not encourage them to fight the church's battles. I sent them away. We were raided. I just haven't felt the need to clean. I sent most of our church members out into the field to deal with rising problems.
Well...
There's a lot of weight to the way he says problems.
The problems are ever rising.
Yes.
I've come here because the next step may involve the necessity of evacuation for you and your flock.
I feared as much. I have to stay here to coordinate with my priests. They are fighting... Magic energies are out of balance. We're having problems with undead near the cemeteries, and fairies can be found in the city. I'm suspecting you might be able to tell me why.
Yes. Well, I may never have gotten a chance to fully divulge this, but there is a rift forming as our worlds are becoming closer, directly influenced by the fact that the mantle is on this plane, the mantle for spring, as well as several other things that were originally not meant to be here.
Yes, you told me a little.
It is getting worse.
What can I do to help from here?
Well, as I said, help orchestrate an evacuation. Worry not about the undead. Protect the people. Worry not about the fairies. The trouble that they cause will be inconsequential.
I will tell my people not to fight the fairies, but I need you to fix the problem very quick. The fairies have been hostile to anyone that they come across.
Yes, as they tend to be. I will do my best. My plan is by tomorrow to be on my way to solving that issue. Though I can't guarantee it will be solved immediately. Hopefully as soon as possible. I would advise you meet up with Granland and coordinate if you can.
I've been communicating with Granlund. She sent a message not long ago saying that Vespera was mobilizing to get the people moving. I will send messages to my people in the field. Bilok and Aramendor are currently in the poor district. I will have them gather everyone that they can. I need you to get those fairies to stop attacking them, though. They can handle the undead, but the fairies we are not as equipped to deal with.
I'll see what I can do about fairies. Leave that to me, Onik. You handle what you need to handle, and I'll handle the rest.
I then, I'm gonna go up to Horneg and shake his hand, wish him well, and say,
If you need anything, then send me a message. I'll do my best to help.
Done. You're a strange fairy.
Yes, I've been getting told that more and more often.
Do what you can to survive. I'll do what I can.
Oh, don't you know? In your terms, I may as well be the patron saint of survival.
We're gonna need all we can get.
Then I will help where I can.
All right, so he opens his door back up and backs into a room where it looks like he has some sort of sending stone set up that he's kind of communicating with his men in the field. There's a message coming through one that he kind of dashes back to go deal with, and he just gives you a nod. And you see that he's been busy. He's got ritual circles. He's got information that he's trying to get in. There's a little fucking imp that's been summoned in the corner, and it's shackled to the wall, and it's got a clamp on its mouth. And you just see that whatever he's been up to, it's been just dealing.
I pull out the Yun phone, the Iyun phone, and go,
This should connect to those. Communication should be simple.
and I put it back in my pocket.
Yeah.
It's a sending stone of sorts.
Roll me an Arcana.
Oh, that's not good.
No.
Hold on. Let's see what I add to it. 14.
Oh, that's enough. I didn't make DC high. You check out his rig, and you find the runes that are associated with the sending stones, and you plug that into your phone. You've essentially figured out his number. He looks at the thing, and he's like, well, that's new.
Yes, the wizards gave it to us.
I put it back inside my coat pocket.
I'll be in touch.
And then I dash outside, and I get somewhere high, maybe on top of the building, maybe on top of the church. And I'm going to try to get in touch with the parts of Fae that are connected to me still.
What do you mean?
Like, my connection to Fae has improved over time. Being able to even summon little, wood elf or wood nymph sort of things to a certain extent. So I want to try to, get in contact with that kind of energy, or even those servants specifically.
Okay. I'll let you know that the last time you did it, you were near a location of sort of power that helped, and also... Yeah, no. I'm not saying, but what I'm saying is that you might need to find a location that taps into that. The church is specifically designed to block out that sort of energy for its own. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'll move to somewhere that I'm feeling that the energies are being blocked. I'll move somewhere that's not blocking.
So my question it's more of a flavor question for Jeff, is where does Grimm go to tap into this primal force of that he knows. This survival hunt force. Where in the city would that be?
I mean, how close am I to the slums?
Very. It's like the backyard of the Morse, Church of Morse.
Okay, cool. I'll go to a building in the slums. Because there's nothing that personifies survival more than people just like the people who are making it there. And also, I'm not near the rich quarter, nor will I go near that, which would be more of a really surviving so hard.
That's not survival. They've gone beyond that.
Exactly.
They got more than they need. So you go to the slums. Just like one block in, the slums quickly, like the city quickly degrades in quality. It starts to become these lean-tos, these things built out of stuff that's just whatever they could get. These goblins made do. They made homes out of nothing. They built them up, and some of them have been there longer, which means they've built better foundation. The house is a little more put together, but it's obviously been put together over, generations. Every piece of material doesn't match the previous one. You find a raggedy looking lean-to that's attached to like the back of a small shop. It looks like that this man put a lot of work into his storefront. He doesn't seem to be there anymore. Likely he was a goblin or an orc, and he put more work into the storefront than he did into the home behind it.
Yeah.
And you walk through and you set up in there and you start to do like a meditation. So give me a wisdom check.
Okay, wisdom check.
If you have something that you think might aid, go ahead and do that. But
Not off top.
and then if you want to like, what exactly do you do?
What do I think could aid this? Do I have any pieces of Fae that I can kind of focus on? Oh, I do have the mantle. Without wearing it, I will hold it.
Okay. Well, shit. Just putting it in your hands. Fuck rolling a check. I don't care what you roll anymore. This thing is beyond dice, let's say. Just holding it in your hands, you immediately are filled with a sensation that is pure power. And you don't like it because everything you've ever stood for is the opposite. Like, literally the opposite of what Grimm is.
Right.
This concept of hunt, survive, kill, meek out your existence, develop the hard shell so you can survive because winter is coming.
Yeah.
Is this life it's just life. Like, you don't even think anything of it. But in your hands is this uncomfortable warmth. And it also stirs in you a feeling that you don't understand. It's this desire to mate, to build families and units, but this strange feeling of building a family and then defending it, and defending what you have built, radiates out from you into the city. By holding the mantle, you don't exactly get the reaction that you thought that you might have set out to. You actually feel that, like, you tap into this sort of feeling, and you feel that the rats and the fairies that you sensed on the outer edges of your senses, you feel them scatter. They actually move away from you. You can sense them withdrawing from this power. And it's replaced with a heartbeat. And you feel it throughout the slums. There's little pockets gathered, and this heartbeat of people huddled together in the rain, trying to survive the storm. And then you feel it in your own chest.
What the devil?
And in your hat.
What is going on?
You feel it everywhere, and it's really... And then when you realize that it's happening inside you, and then even stranger, in your magic pouch in your hat.
Okay. This is not as I intended, but let's try anyway.
And I'm just gonna try to basically broadcast out to like the world, to the Fae that I'm supposed to be connected to, that I've just totally like fucked that up apparently. Just kind of put out the idea of like leaving the people alone or helping the people as opposed to attacking them.
Okay. You feel that you kind of, like I said, your connection to some of the Fae isn't as strong as you thought. Certainly not any Autumn Fae that you would have, but you do sense some fires. You sense a few very powerful ones in the city seem to lock on to your thoughts and acknowledge you. You don't know if they accept that order or not, but they acknowledge it. You feel a strange pause from the collective heartbeat that you felt throughout the city. And you realize that those are not fairies.
Are these people? Am I feeling the heartbeats of people?
The heartbeat in your hat and from the surrounding area thrums harder, almost as a yes.
Why is my hat okay? Yes or no questions probably what's gonna really get me here.
You also notice that throughout the city, you see the tendrils that you saw in the city of Pixton. Back in Pixton, when you were trying to find Pan, there were these tendrils of energy that came from the city itself and went down into the ground. And you see similar ones running like a network throughout the slums. Little fibers of glowing hair.
All connected to people like they were before.
Yes. And now that you are stronger than you've ever been and your vision is becoming more clear, you notice that those tendrils aren't just pooling anywhere. They're pooling around you currently.
I look around.
Am I not alone?
And, are there people, like, pooling around me?
No, it's just that nothing's moving. There's nothing near you other than the sensation that you aren't alone, that you're getting by tapping into this. Give me a perception or an insight, maybe, seeing as either one of these would probably work.
Insight will work better for that 7 I just rolled.
Go for insight, then. Do insight.
Insight, I believe, is a +6. Let me double check. Yes. So, 13.
Okay. The tendrils seem to be... They start to climb up you as you're holding still. These tendrils of connection and energy. And rather than stop at you, though, they're trying to go past you and up into your hat.
But I'm holding the mantle, so what could they be going for? Fuck it. I take off my hat and look in there.
What's in your hat?
Well, I mean, I got like that bone bow. I've got the heart of Griffinport in my hat, of course.
Oh my god.
Duh.
You still have that?
Yeah, of course. I take out the heart of Griffinport and make a realization and feel dumb instantly.
How many
You reach in and you
McGuffins?
pull out this red rock the size of a skull, and you realize that every tendril is attached to it. This thick cluster of invisible light is going down and into the very earth, almost like a root system.
Yeah.
And you hold it up, and, like you said, feel kind of silly. But the moment you hold it in your hand, you feel similar to the energy of the Mantle of Spring, but not the same. This doesn't feel like it's tied to anything, whereas spring is it's tied to the spring that you don't like. This is the city. It represents a connected life force of everyone who lives here. And you realize that since you've been back in Griffinport, it is shining brighter. You haven't checked on it in a long time.
No, I haven't needed to use it.
Mm-mm.
I take a good hard look at it. Can I, roll an Arcana or anything to see if anything different is going to happen?
What would you like to try to do? Like, I don't know. I don't know if Arcana is sort of your knowledge of a thing. What I would actually say is roll me a Wisdom check for what Grimm knows about
Yeah, let's do that.
stuff.
Hey, that's actually a decent Wisdom check right there. Hold on, let me just see what I add to that. A solid +1 to make it 18.
The only thing that Grimm really gets is that Grimm has always referred to these things as roots of the world tree. And I don't think Grimm really could... It's up to you kind of to interpret what this might mean, but those filaments, you've always... they're the same as far as you can tell. You've never realized that they were attached to people till now.
This is a haunting realization.
Grimm realizes that he needs to start getting back. You're running out of
Yeah.
time. After this realization, I think we might cut it off and you might be able to come back to it.
Yeah. Grim, spend some time thinking about that. He puts the heart of Griffinport and the mantle back in his hat and darts off into the evening.
Hey Tavern Goers, thank you again for joining us for another adventure on Torchlit Tavern. Hopefully you've been listening to us up to our finale, but if not, you can find a summary of the story so far after episode 101. If you're looking for other ways to listen to us, you can find us on any podcasting service. Don't forget to rate, like, and review. It helps so much. We have no designs on any vast empire, but the more you help, the more we can share our small, silly story with others. If you wish to reach out to us, you can contact us directly at torchlittavern@gmail.com. You can find us on Twitter. Jeff can be found at big_J_TheBadman. Randall can be found at Argo Omega. Mitch can be found at Bane Armory. Ryan can be found at Ryan SCB Santos. And I am at Agent Beige. Our theme song was written and originally performed by Mason Santos.
All music and sound effects for this episode were brought to you by Epidemic Sound. Check out our referral link to their website in the episode description.
This episode was edited by Ryan Santos and Jameson Oxford. Thanks again for listening, and don't forget,
Heroes is boring.
let's get to it, fucking frog. What is that?
Frog sex.
Different noises.
Let's get to it, frog sex?
Yep.
Recording.
Let's get to it. Frog sex.
Alright.
Ribbit.
Hey, Miss Piggy disagrees.
Bro, I'm still thinking about the Keep One Actor movie, but the rest are Muppets thing, and I chose Die Hard, and the more I thought about it, the more I was laughing to myself with keeping Alan Rickman.
I'm not gonna lie. That did stay with me for a while.
Bro, I had a conversation about that with my roommates, and like, holy shit. Just Alan Rickman giving a powerhouse performance and looking out and seeing a fucking Muppet.
I'm just curious which Muppet Alan Rickman blows the fucking brains out of.
Rolf.
yeah, Rolf's in charge. Either that or the eagle.
Oh, yes.
Oh, that's good too.
I'm just imagining a murdered Muppet in the elevator with painted on his chest. Now I have a machine
I'm
gun.
also imagining fucking Kermit the Frog playing McClane and just how goofy that shit would be.
No, I said
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker!
Exactly.
Isolate that. It's not recording anymore. Make sure you isolate that. I need that for a phone ringtone.
Wait, but who's Reginald Vell Johnson though? Is that Fozzie?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're gonna have Fozzie Bear say, "I shot a kid."
Yes.
Yeah.
I shot a kid. Waka waka.
Yeah, deliver it like a joke. I shot it. Waka
And
waka.
then that final scene with the revolver shooting the final bag.
just Alan Rickman, just not like baffled by McClane like he was, but just appalled by these bad jokes that everyone's constantly giving. Because
No. It's Alan Rickman, so he's playing it stone cold.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
It's a
Well,
Shakespearean
yeah, no.
drama.
There's no drama, but just him still like. just
Like that scene where they're talking to each other and they don't, like, Kermit doesn't know Alan Rickman's a bad guy, but he's the only human in the whole movie, so it's so fucking obvious.
I don't know. I kind of want to see Aragorn look down at a bunch of Muppets and tell them that they bow to no one. That'd be pretty
So
good.
this was a conversation I had
sounds
with my wife while having a walk. This idea is silly, but I kind of feel like since we have fucking Lego films, that it's time for the Muppets to make a comeback, and they come back, and they should just do fucking mainstays of film, and I want to see a Lord of the Rings Muppet version real fucking bad.
I'm thinking about Muppet Treasure Island right now. That's
a great
so
movie.
good.
It's a great movie.
So good.
Come back and do that. Do Lord of the Rings. Do
Who
Aragorn.
are you casting in the major roles for Muppet Lord of the Rings? I have to know. Who's Frodo? Who's Aragorn? Who's Legolas?
Well, Aragorn, I feel like
Who,
might be
who
the
is the
human.
Fellowship of Muppets?
I originally thought maybe
It's the band.
Gandalf should
It's
stay
the band.
human, but I don't want Gandalf to stay
Like
human. I want
Blade.
Gandalf to be like Sweetums or some shit.
One person gets to stay human. Who's staying human?
Frodo.
No, can we have Aragorn? Can we have Aragorn as the human?
It's
please?
Frodo or Aragorn, 100%. Maybe because this cast is so big, it's two humans. Because that doesn't.
No. It absolutely has to be Frodo because I need to see Muppet Sam carrying fucking.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you know what? You win. You got me on that one.
Yep.
Little Muppet wobbly Muppet legs.
Just
Oh my
fucking.
Keep
who's
all
Muppet
of this
Sam?
for Goof Reel.
Oh,
Keep
the
all of this.
most important question is who's Muppet Sam? Because to me, the funniest version
Skeeter.
of that right now. You think it's Skeeter? Skeeter is pretty funny. Yeah.
No, Scooter and Skeeter have to be Merry and Pippin. That's.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
But who's the other fucking tiny one? Like.
Rizzo.
Yeah, Rizzo.
I may not be
my
able to carry it
God.
for you, Frodo, but I can carry you.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's Gonzo. I think Gonzo
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Rizzo are Sam because they're a package deal. No, Rizzo's Gollum.
Done. Honestly, Gonzo's a really good golem too, though.
Gonzo
Yeah,
is
Gonzo-
Gollum, and Rizzo is Sam. Either way, either swap.
Oh my god.
This like I said, I want a whole series of movies like this. I want Lord of the Rings. If we're doing
Who's-
Legos, I want fucking Muppets.
Yeah,
It's
I would have
time.
said Fozzie is Sam, but that only works if Frodo is Kermit.
Right.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If Frodo is Kermit, if you make Frodo a Muppet.
You guys ever think about that Muppet movie they made with Jason Segel where one brother was human, one brother was Muppet? And it just makes me think like
It doesn't make any sense, but that was a good movie.
it was a great movie.
I actually am
But-
ashamed to say that I did not watch that one, and I need to.
That was
I
good.
recommend it. It's a good wholesome movie.
The sequel's
But it,
stupid, but the first one's good.
Okay,
Yeah,
maybe I'll watch the sequel because I remember turning it on and going, "This is not a good Muppet movie."
I will say that all it made me think about was like, so is that just like a genetic trait that randomly happens where you're either Muppet or human in this world?
Yes.
Because one brother, either that or the mom needs to explain some shit.
Mm.
They're like X-Men.
They're like, you
Hey,
have the MG,
talk about
you
another
have the-
film that I would love to see replaced with all
That's
Muppets.
like Iceman became Iceman, and his brother was just a piece of
Oh
shit.
my
in the
god!
movie.
I'm now thinking of the House of M comic, but it's Muppets House of Muppets.
Fuck, that's real good.
and you leave Wolverine, or
Yeah,
you let Kermit play a really really angry Wolverine.
I would.
No. Animals Wolverine. What are you talking
Animal's Beast.
Animal. No, Animal's Wolverine for sure.
Animal's Wolverine. You're right.
Animal's Wolverine for sure.
about? Yeah, come on. But
Come
fucking
on.
Bunsen
You know,
is-
Animal has a thing. with
All right.
Okay, we need to start.
Just so that y'all can hear Mitch's thing, and because I fully approve of this, Mitch wanted to replace the series The Witcher with Muppets and leave
That's real good.
and he wanted to leave Yennefer, not The Witcher. as the
Oh!
only human.
You know, I would have expected Jaskier.
Yeah.
No.
yeah.
Kermit has to be Jasker.
Okay, fair.
Kermit
Yeah,
plays
yes, here.
Kermit
Kermit
is
is
the
yes
bard.
here. Love it. Kermit is Dandelion.
Oh, yeah.
Going to your Witcher.
Oh, Bailey,
Kermit,
lovely.
Kermit, toss a coin to
Thank
your
you.
Witcher.
Yes.
Valley of plenty.
And
I
every
did
and
that
every
actually.
every character that the bard hits on is Miss Piggy. Just it's always they turn around and it's Miss Piggy every time.
All right.
It's, all right,
We
we're
gotta get
done.
into this. I'm glad we're in a good mood now.
I've been recording for 7 minutes and I'm keeping all of it.
Yeah, keep all of it. Same. All right. Sorry, editor, but please isolate those 2 tracks I requested. Thank you.
Hey, if there are any executives who may or may not never listen to our show, make a fucking Muppet movie with a fucking good plot line. Do it like Lego, whatever. Fucking do it, cowards.
I'm aware.
Do it, cowards.
I want it to be Cloverfield, but there's no real actor. It's just the monster anyway.
And you got to make that a Muppet.
Oh,
It's got to be the biggest Muppet you can find.
Sweet 'em.
Cloverfield, but everyone's Muppets. I don't give a fuck.
Sweet 'em. You don't need
There's
Muppets can
nobody
carry
like
their own movie.
I just want to see
we
horror
got-
movies with Muppets. Let's go.
oh God, we can.
Horror
Oh,
movies with Muppets.
Oh
10
my
out of
God.
10. I'm in.
Fucking
I
big monster
think horror
movies.
are so contrived.
Disaster movies with Muppets. Fuck, that'd be so good.
This is the episode now. We're just gonna talk about Muppets. Anyway,
A new podcast. It's called Muppets and.
I would fucking do that podcast for at least a month.
man,
Patreon content.
Yeah, right.
I'm down. I'll record that shit. I'm
I
so
love
in.
the
Patreon
Muppets.
content. We're
I will,
starting a new
I will
podcast.
rewatch every Muppet
Muppet-
film with joy. I just watched a Muppet Christmas Carol. Muppet fucking
Ooh.
film.
Muppet Cast. That's our new
Ooh.
podcast.
Muppet
It's,
Cast.
I will forever say that Muppets in Space is severely underrated, and it has the best soundtrack.
Muppets in
out of all of
Space
them.
is great, and it had a fucking fantastic soundtrack.
All right. We're gonna go on. I know we all love Muppets.
Hey everybody,
and-
welcome back to Torchlit
Yeah.
Tavern. I am your Muppet.
What up?
But now that that's been said, let's crack into this. Where are we at, Jay?
Where I'm at is I'm wondering if we were played by Muppets, who would play your characters?
Do I get to choose?
No,
Yes,
let's all choose
yes.
for each other. We all
Yes.
choose for each other.
Everybody
Oh.
pick the person to your left.
Obviously,
It's
Ryan-
usually different on everybody else's screen, so
No.
obviously
I
Ryan-
mean by like our introductory left.
Ryan's obviously played by Evil Kermit from the meme.
fair.
That's a good one.
Okay. Ryan gets Kermit, or Roy gets Kermit.
Yeah, Roy gets Kermit. Evil
Uh,
Kermit specifically, with the hood and everything.
I mean, you gotta do Randall, Jay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. So Dylan as a Muppet. I feel like he's
Dead.
no. I'm trying to pick between like. So there's like two versions of Dylan. If we're going with Dylan now, then
Dylan
I
now
want to
with
say
Burn.
like Bunsen, just because he's the proper, like always polite boy. But if we're talking about Damon, I want to say fuck. What's the name of the fucking long-haired groovy one?
Oh.
The chick.
Oh, the one that doesn't have eyes and she's just eyebrows, or
Yeah.
Oh.
Can't remember. She hangs out with Dr. Tooth. Anyway.
She does hang out. Honestly, Dr. Tooth is a fucking very good.
Dr.
option
Tooth would
for-
work.
for
Dr. Tooth.
Grimm.
Oh yeah.
Who is?
Dude.
Hey Ryan, who is Lord Grimm though? I want to hear this one. This one got me.
Very likely Dr. Tooth, but also I would like to see Rolf in a top hat.
Oh, there we go. That's what I'm all.
You know what?
Either
Never
Rolf
mind.
or
I'm gonna
Dr.
give Dylan star billing, and I'm gonna give him Gonzo.
How dare you? How dare you make me important?
We'll give him a bigger one because he's goof,
I mean,
but he's also a big Muppet.
does that mean Sandra's a chicken?
Yes.
Yes.
Definitely yes.
Yes.
We are in. Chickens are one of the through lines of our entire podcast. Thanks.
As we know, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I was gonna give, because the DM can't have just one character, but I was gonna name
Aussie,
at least one.
I feel like if you're giving me a player, I'm Daedalus lately, or Sandra. So
And I was gonna do Daedalus, but I was gonna give Gonzo Daedalus because
Oh,
no
shit.
matter how good his intentions are,
he's a bit of a klutz. Yeah.
yeah.